World of Warships with your host, X-Brad TC. I had a dry spell recently where I just could not get anything done right in the World of Warships. Every time I went out, got sunk, did little or no damage. And my teams were awful, and it was just frustrating. And yesterday had a fairly decent day. Nothing spectacular, but a couple of really good games. Let's take this as an example where things went mostly right. We're on the straight map. We're in the Tier 4 American destroyer, the Clemson. And we're running to grab A. Most of my team is saying, no, stay away from A. Well, some guy on my team is in chat saying it. It's a two-carrier fight. That is, each team has two carriers. That is going to be a very minor issue. Ordinarily, as a destroyer, I would be worried about being air detected and then having a triple threat dropped on me. That is, a dive bomber squadron followed by a coordinated torpedo bomber attack. Well, as you can see, I've been air detected, and I turned away from the cap point to try and minimize that detection, but nobody's shooting at me. The dive bomber squadrons are going off and doing their thing elsewhere, so what the heck, get into the cap. A little surprised I haven't detected anybody yet. I always worry about running into an enemy destroyer as I'm coming into the cap, particularly on the straight map. It always happens on the straight map. And yet, in this case, it doesn't. And the cruiser over there, there's the enemy destroyer. I don't know what he's doing all the way over there. There's the enemy cruiser. What is that, a Königsberg? Good little cruiser. Do believe it's a Tier 4. This is a Tier 3-4 match. I don't think there was any Tier 5s in it. And we're capping. Doing quite well capping. There's the enemy carrier. I'm looking at the enemy carrier. There's an enemy battleship, a Tier 3 Nassau. I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll go hunt for the carrier here soon. But I'm getting very close to the Königsberg cruiser. And I decide, still not detected. I've been detected previously, but I'm not detected right now. Still capping, almost done. I want to get the experience points for capping and give my team the ability to earn points. Okay, we're detected, we're popping smoke, we're going to hide in the smoke screen. Why this cruiser is shooting at somebody else, I don't know. Now that I'm no longer detected, I can just merrily shoot at him. There's really not a lot you can do about it. Nice thing about the Clemson, 6 4-inch guns. They don't do a lot of damage. They reload fairly quickly. We're right at the sweet spot of the range where gunnery is easy. And yet we're still not detected. Doing good damage. Not great. There's not a lot this guy can do about it. And he's not maneuvering very much. He's turning some, but I've got all 6 guns pointed at him, and you get 3 penetrating hits, you're doing a fair amount of damage. Gave the AP a try. If he had been sight on, would have done a lot better. As it was, most of those bounced, so back to HE, trying to start a fire. Good volley there. Somebody else is shooting at the Königsberg, another good shot. Get the torps out. Get the broadside on him. We're going to go ahead and leave the smoke. We're going to maneuver, though, to keep the smoke screen between us and him. And incidentally, somebody else had this cruiser spotted the whole time. That's the only way I was able to sit in the smoke and gun him. And I think one more is going to do it. He's dodged the torps. Doesn't matter. Good night, Gracie. What to do, what to do, what to do. Solidly got the capture point saved. Do I want to go hunt that carrier? I do, but I'm going to get detected here in just a second. Oh, yep. Who has me detected? Oh, it's the Nassau. Completely forgot he was over here. It's a Tier 3 German battleship. Might as well start shooting at him. He sees me. Here it comes. Yeah. Not too much, since he had AP loaded. Those were over penetrations for minimal damage. And you'll notice the gun dispersion is terrible. So head straight for him, which means I have the minimal target profile. Unfortunately, also means I can only get one mount pointed at him. Took another hit. Somebody else is shooting at him. Don't know who. Don't really care. I want to get into point blank range. I don't want to launch torpedoes at this guy until there's not a lot he can do about it. Figure I can launch from this side, do the S-turn attack, and you'll notice he was smart enough to switch to HE. He's doing some damage. We've got him set on fire. Launch another torpedo attack. He's actually going to do a fair job of avoiding these torpedoes, considering he's pinned right up against the edge of the map. But by now, I am committed. Got one into him. I am committed. I have to carry out this attack. It's him or me. Start another fire. He has already used his damage control to extinguish one fire. And he's on fire and got another torpedo into him. He's no longer flooding, I don't think. But he is on fire. Well, time to get out of here. Or my torp's going to reload. Nope. Doesn't look like it. And I'm in deep trouble. I'm not going to survive this. Get the last rounds out on him. Yeah, we're done. However, take a look in the upper right-hand corner. The damage counter is still ticking. He's on fire. And he has already used his damage control ability. He's not going to make it. There we go. It's just a flesh wound. 2 kills. You know what? My 10,000 health point destroyer took out a cruiser and a battleship. My team would eventually go on to victory. I did 51,000 damage, 61 gun hits, 2 torps, 2 kills, 3 fires, 1 flooding, and I capped. And I completed 3 missions. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Top of the team. Wasn't a bad team, by the way, with 1 or 2 exceptions. I thought, yeah, I'll trade a destroyer for 2 ships anytime. And had a little bit of help with both of those, but not much. In fact, the Nassau, I did virtually all the damage to him all by myself. So that was a fun little battle. And I had several other good fights last night, so maybe my dry spell is over. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of World Warships, and we will catch you soon.